welcome to Lisa Lives. I'm reviewing for you today a Wildeye movie release. I haven't reviewed Wildeye movies for a while with the massive October thing that we had, and it took me a while to get back into watching movies again. I had a bit of a break for a few days, so I am reviewing for you the Wildeye movie Soft Matter. I only have one movie left from Wildeye to review after this one, which is Party Night, which I know a few people have seen and said is quite good. So Soft Matter is the one that I decided to go with. Let me give you some details about this before I try to get into a plot synopsis with you. So you may see me look down a few times. I've got some notes here because as you all know, I'm not very good with remembering certain things. I'm getting distracted, I apologise. They've got the Christmas market in Belfast on the telly. I love the Christmas market, so it's open. The news is on, so I must get to Belfast to the Christmas market. So anyway, getting distracted from that. This film follows two separate storylines, two separate groups of people. We have two graffiti artists, Kish and Haircut. For some reason, Kish has got a moustache drawn on through the whole movie. Is this abandoned hospital. Well, they feel this is an abandoned hospital. They're graffiti artists, they want to showcase their work, they want to have like a show night type thing, and they choose this supposedly abandoned old hospital as a place to show their work. They break in and they find that this isn't entirely abandoned. There are actually two mad scientists there. I will try my best with their names, Grist and Kriegspiel. They are seeking to find immortality. There are various other patients, for want of a better word, within the hospital as well that they are experimenting on. And it's so hard to give you a plot synopsis on this. A sea god comes to them to tell them the error of their ways and to tell them that they must stop what they're doing. The sea god, who you will see a picture of on the cover of the DVD, which I don't have here, which is really unprofessional, it's upstairs. Anyway, the cover, which I will have put a image of, I always do, it looks really good. I have had friends say, the cover of this looks awesome, it looks fantastic. I agree, the cover looks really, really good. The face of this sea god manifests in a bucket, in a mop bucket, telling them not to proceed, not to do any more. And that's your synopsis, that's what happens. This movie is weird, and that is me being really flippant with it. It's really odd. This will have a market, some people will really dig this, will really enjoy it. I unfortunately was not one of them. It's got really amateurish effects in it. It's got it looks like a child has taken a highlighter, like a day glow highlighter, and followed the lines of people's hair and eyes and stuff. And in certain bits of this movie, this day glow stuff happens, usually when people are fighting. Then you have other stages of the movie where there's like cardboard cutouts of turtles and stuff. It's like, what the hell's going on? Am I watching like a high school movie production here? That's how it felt. The acting wasn't that great. The effects were terrible, but I think purposely so. I just couldn't be... I'll give you an example. There is one lengthy extended scene in this of a person with bin bags, trash bags, covering their entire body, attached with like insulating, like tape, covered in goo, and this thing dances, and I think he's called Mr. Sax. Hang on. Yep. The masking tape on the garbage bags, he's called Mr. Sax, and he dances to like electronica. He's just there and he's dancing. So what the hell am I watching? Now this movie is only an hour and 12 minutes, so it's not very long, it's not a lot of your time, and if you want to see some really weird stuff where you're scratching your head wondering what you're looking at, it's not gory, it's not shocking, it's not creepy, it's not that type of weird. It's not like, oh my god, what am I watching, this is disturbing. No. It's, oh my god, what am I watching? Who in their right mind has thought that putting this to celluloid and selling it to people is a good idea? It's like that. I just didn't like anything about this movie. But some people may love this. It may have a market. That market is not me. Anyone I know who has seen this has described it very kindly as strange, a weird ride, trippy. I'm not talking trippy in a sense of wow, like say Mandy, the Nicolas Cage movie, and I know it's not fair to compare the two. I'm not comparing the two by any stretch of the imagination. I know the budget's completely different, etc, etc. But there's a way to do trippy and weird and freaky that's good, and there's a way to do it that's just amateurish, and it just appeared to me to be the type of film that was trying desperately hard to be really cool, and if you don't like it, you don't get it. You know, like art students. I apologise to any art students out there. There is a type of art student. I dated one, so I know, and I got to know a lot of his friends. And they have this very pretentious air of, oh, you don't understand, you don't like it because you don't get the complexities. It strikes me as being made for those type of people. It doesn't appeal to me. This certainly wasn't a horror movie. Maybe sci-fi, and I'm not that big a sci-fi fan anyway. I love stuff like Alien, but I'm not a big fan of this kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of this movie. I need to stop prattling because I've talked long enough. Let me know below, guys, what you thought. This isn't one that I enjoyed. With Wildeye, there are a lot of movies, little hidden gems that come along that just blow you away. There are movies that are just okay, but it's really important to keep supporting independent film, small movie makers, because they're coming out with the stuff that's fresh. I think Hollywood now tend to be making more of the same. I mean, Slender Man was a good example for you. I mean, really, there's no surprises. There's nothing in there that really makes you sit up and take notice. And it will be, for example, Saw was an independent movie. You know, there will be someone that comes along and makes the next Saw, makes an awesome movie. So Wildeye is an awesome company to support, to buy their DVDs. This just is not one that I enjoyed, but I have enjoyed many of their other titles. So yeah, don't let that put you off for a second, and you may love it. I just didn't. So let me know below in the comments if you've seen it and what you thought. Or what your thoughts are if you haven't seen it. Are you looking forward to seeing it? What attracted you to it? What made you want to see it? Let me know below in the comments. And the next time I will come to you with a Wildeye release, it will be Party Night, which I hope to get watched for you soon and let you know my thoughts. It's over and out from Lisa Loves.